Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Ramble video number 3. I thought I'd have progress video 3 out by now before this video, and the OCD within myself would have definitely have preferred that, just so that I'd have 3 of each, but progress videos with, just straight up levels and music are always going to take a lot longer to compile than hopping on to, the game and recording 30 minutes plus of me talking. That's always going to be easier, so it's unlikely I'll be able to keep them the same. But I figured since Progress Video 3 is very close to dropping that I could just get this one out, have some content, give you guys some updates, even some spoilers from the Progress video. I tend to have people who either watch one or the other. And I have been getting quite a bit of PMs, people asking me questions and also asking for the next Ramble video. So I figured I might as well just get something out there. As you can see, I am smithing, and this method is definitely interesting, and this is something that I thought would be an interesting topic, because a lot of level 3 Ultimate Ironmans have started to appear. I get a lot of PMs from different new Ultimate Ironman level 3s, or just starting, that are using the guide that Leveler Thrust and I, and with the help of a few others like USBC, shout out also to Matty Stacks, and even I think Rubik might have helped with something on there, but yeah, just a couple of us Ultimate Ironman level 3s compiled. It seems to be more common that people are doing it, and doing it correctly. Oh, also DX is also, yeah, he's also awesome. If you don't know who he is, if you're in Z, then you know his name's Clem, but on his alt. But we all know that his level 3 is going to take over, for sure. The Ultimate Ironman dream. Anyways, I'm rambling already. I guess that's the point of this video. But as you can see, I'm doing smithing, and a lot of videos, like, for example, Navis videos when he's doing smithing, or has like the Dartscape video. Very interesting videos, and exciting to see that content, and kind of, eye-opening to what's possible. But a lot of those methods or videos are, I guess, later on, if that makes sense. They're not like the typical what you do at a low level. And so, for example, it requires 60 smithing to even get into this location, and it requires 2.5k GP per inventory using the conveyor belt until 60. So you're spending like a lot of cash on, doing smithing to 60. And I wasn't really sure how I would do it, just because I knew I wanted to make darts, but I wasn't sure, like, how am I going to do that if I can't even use the anvil here? If hopping's going to reset that. And it does, but yeah, you can do it. I think the first time it's 10k, and then each inventory, and then after a certain amount of inventories of using it, it drops to 2.5. The only thing that's annoying is this little entrance. I do not know why Jagex insists on having such an AIDS entrance to Blast Furnace, but, maybe a mod someday will listen to this and fix that, and just have all the doors render open. But it's pretty good XP. I talked to a couple of Ultimate Ironman level 3s, and most of them said they did MLM wheels until 60. And the method is, I think, 13k an hour or something, but it's really aggravating. I tried it. You have to hop like constantly. A lot of times the wheels are repaired already, or one's repaired, and so the XP is scuffed, and then you get the like limitation on hopping so many times. Yeah, so I found this to be much easier, and it really just taking the like 150 GP. Sorry for the noise in the background. Minecart to the Faldor mine, and then just using this anvil and making dart tips. Currently I have 65 fletching. I calced that it would be like 34k steel darts fletch to get to 70. I definitely want to get 70 fletching, even 80 fletching. My smithing level will always be, if it's at the same level as fletching, I'll always have additional steel dart tips. It's not going to, balance out, because fletching was already higher than smithing when I started. which isn't a bad thing, but yeah, I'll always have, I guess, extra steel dart tips. But at this point, I'm just going for thieving to get GP and get levels and get closer to, you know, I guess Arty Knights even after the nerf, and Master Farmer without failing. But the GP I need from those, or the GP I gain in general, it's only ever really going to go into smithing, simply because there's not really any other skill I need to put GP into. The only other skill that GP could be put into would be construction. And I'm already 70. I might do some Taverley method just for fun because I have the sand pool now to maybe 80 if I had excess GP. But it doesn't really make sense to me to do just because of the fact that, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me to do just because I can just do like 200 mil fire making and get 99 con that way and save myself all that GP and put all that GP instead into smithing. So why do both, you know? But yeah, this is currently what I do. I just buy like one inventory as long as there's 100, hop to like a random world that's hopefully not another like blast furnace world. Sometimes I accidentally go to the same world, check real quick to make sure that there's the other ore I need, pay the 2.5k to the man, and yeah, just put them on the conveyor belt and then hop to another world and receive the bars. But hopefully vid 3 is gonna come out soon. I want to have at least 90 thieving before I release the video. I'm not sure about the whole 98s. I took a good look at it, and it is possible to get really far, but I don't really know if I want to do like what's maybe cooler but not as fun. In the past, I did a lot of things for like what other people thought was cooler or what I thought was super cool, but not necessarily fun, and you get really burnt out, and it's not really enjoyable to play the game. Like that. Why does that have to close because another player... Oh, it's so dumb. Fix your game, Jamflex. It's stupid things like this. Look at that. You're killing me, Smalls. Freaking blast furnace bots. But anyways... yeah, I'll just continue working on, I guess, total level. I'm hoping to hit 40 mil total XP soon. I did hit 30 mil, which was a good feeling. I think from 90 thieving and maybe 90 cooking. I don't know if I can handle doing 90 straight away. I might just do 80, 70 to 80. But I should be able to hit 40 mil no problem within the next couple months. I would just like to have like really clean stats, maybe 77 RC, which I'd obviously get 80. But 80 RC, I'd like to get like 80 RC, you know, 80 Smith, 85 maybe fletching or 80 fletching. I tested out the Shiloh crafting method, got 45 to 50, and that was really fun. I actually really enjoyed that. And it's very cheap. It does not cost a lot. There's 48 smithing. Oh, steel plate bodies, huh? Cool, cool. Getting low on the funds, though. But yeah, I'd like to get 70 herb lore, but that's going to come probably from 90 to 95 hunter. I would like to get 90 farming, but honestly, I'm okay with it being at 85 right now. I have like 600 points or something, and everything's unlocked. Like, everything's unlocked by 75 farming. Tide is kind of just an XP method for Iron Man, to be honest. It's kind of sad that that's the case. I think it's a good alternative for farming, but they don't really have any high-level farming rewards for it, so that's kind of dumb. But I did do Shiloh quest, which was interesting. That took like 3 deaths, and yeah, I'm glad I did that before the death timer integrity fix, just because I can't imagine dying during that quest. It's so AIDS if they make it to where you lose untradables or something. That would have been horrible. Where is he? Why do I not see him? Oh, he blended in. But yeah, I can't wait to not have to do this method. It's just a time sink, but I'm getting about 22k XP per hour, so it's pretty good. I did 37 to 48 so far. off of I think like 200k, 250k GP. So pretty expensive for low level smithing. As far as like herb lore goes, I have already almost a level in all these melee stats, which is just crazy to me. That's what happens when you do Merlin's Crystal without using poison from an alt. And I guess that's what happens when you do that, as well as don't do Observe correctly from the beginning. But a lot of level 3 ultimates that are starting are doing it the correct way, so they hopefully won't have the same experience as I have. But in order to do the 82 herb lore method, which is making weapon poison, you basically have to have, first of all, 82 herb lore, and not only 82 herb lore, but a specific quest done. Now, this quest is not necessarily hard. It requires a dragon bone, which means I would have to get 93. I'd have to get 93 hunter and catch one from a dragon implink, which is fine because I'd be going for glories anyways, so I could put that in my house. But it requires that. It requires probably KP spear and maybe even weapon poison, just because I'm so low on melee XP, and you have to kill like an ogre that just has an absurd amount of hit points. Yeah. So at this point, it's kind of risky to do, but it is a high herb lore method. Like you can store, coconuts. You can store basically herb lore XP. I mean, you can store that with herbs too, but it requires a lot more inventory space to store versus this method. So, I mean, it's not like herb lore is ruined for my account, but it kind of sucks. I don't know if it's really worth risking it on shared XP, like having 9s and 11s XP left. Like I could just see myself hitting it twice or something and leveling, or I guess hitting it twice and then failing and being like really salty about it. I don't really want to start over. I'm pretty far. And 200 mil fire making should give about 3 mil herb lore XP. And I think, even 100 mil hunter at herby or something would give definitely at least like, I'm pretty sure you can do 200 mil at herby and get, like, no doubt get 200 mil, or not 200 mil, but 99 herb lore. 99 herb lore is like something that would be nice to go for right away, but I really just don't. I really don't see like that as my main goal anyways. I'm really just having fun, so right now to me that's like cleaning up my stats and having like base 70 except for Slayer. So, and 1250 total. So that's kind of some of the goals I'm going for right now, but I did 70 to 75 thieving in like a few hours in one day, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to hit like 98 thieving very quickly. Maybe within the time frame of releasing Progress Vid 3, not really sure. I think it's 60 hours, but you have to think I don't have noted cakes like a regular Iron Man level 3 or noted salmon, so I can't just bring like the best food for blackjacking and do it the same way. I have to buy wines every time, and with 10 HP, even if you fail and then succeed, you still have to eat from 6 HP to 10. So you can imagine how quickly an inventory of wines goes doing blackjacking. I'm not really sure when it'll fail. Oh, by the way, 10K. It's a nice little tiny milestone. That's so fast to do. I'm actually really excited about it. I wish I could just be doing nothing but darts, honestly. I'm really liking this. But yeah. So I don't really know. It's kind of hard to say. I think the whole 98s thing is maybe a little overrated, not so much fun, too goal-oriented. I'm just going to keep, like, trying not to skill hunt too much, but, yeah, just taking little goals at a time. 200 mil fire making and 200 mil hunter is, like, that would be the most efficient thing to do on this account, especially because I have the farming level to receive, magic seeds now, and the fishing level to receive noted sharks, and the, I guess, mining level to receive gold ore. Could also get some pure essence noted, even though it would be rarer. So we're considering doing a lot of post fire making XP soon. I don't know when. I don't know if I really want to, but I did enjoy doing it. I did enjoy doing it in like every single inventory, hoping that maybe I'd get get a dragon axe or the pet. Um, so I don't know, that might be a lot of fun to do. But as far as the 98s, it's possible to do quite a bit, but I don't think I'm going to do it just because it's not really the wisest thing. It's better to focus on like Hunter or lore, I don't know, some other things, smithing. Yeah. The other thing that I was going to say is, as far as Ultimate Iron Man ranks go, it would be really cool to go for like a top page rank. If I was going to do that, I'm pretty sure I would be going with farming. The main reason for this would be the fact that regular Iron Man and Ultimate Iron Man often only do farming via like actual farm runs, or they do tithe to 99 to get the 99 done, but they don't really like do post XP at tithe, which you can get way more XP per day. So I have contemplated that, like, at some point, if I don't care about, like, I guess too many videos or goals or something. I'm sorry, I'm also not really feeling the best, a little bit sick. I could go for like top page farming. Currently, I'm in like, I think rank 90 or something, Ultimate Iron Man for farming. But I mean, you got to think like you could definitely pass everybody if you were just doing tithe every day. I mean, if you're doing like tithe every day, 10 hours a day, you know, like basically 100, like 1 mil farm XP per day. Like just in a month, that's 30 mil farming XP. You know, and there's no way any regular Iron Man main or Ultimate Iron Man main is going to be gaining that much farming XP. And 200 mil farming XP, I think, on a regular and Iron Ultimate high scores is still open. So it could be done. I don't think I'm going to end up doing it, but I would like to still be top page, like just Ultimate Iron Man farming. So that might be kind of cool. We'll see, though. I mean, it's a lot of time to just do tithe just for XP. Some people don't really like it. I actually really enjoy tithe. But I don't know if I could ever go for like a crazy rank like that. I don't know if I just have the time for it, pretty much. Because if I had the time, I probably would. Because I could still do everything I'm doing right now in the like 2 to 3 hours I put in per day. And maybe do like 3 hours of what I'm already doing. And then, 7 or 8 hours of just like one skill like that. But yeah, that's just not my life. My progress is always going to be for this account. Like the slow and steady and consistent race versus like the go ham and then quit. So at least if I want to have success, but yeah, so that's pretty much like everything I can think about. As far as Slayer, we need the GP for the cannon. The only task we have left is to kill the cave bug. The lamp should get me close to 36, but it wouldn't actually give me 36. And honestly, I like it being at 35 right now. I don't think I really want to do too much into Slayer until I do more Irby anyways, because I should be able to get the rest of the fossils from Irby. And if I get Herbivore, sorry, and if I get the rest of the fossils, then I'll get to 54 Slayer just from that. I already calced it. So I'll stop at, I think, 55 Slayer, and all incoming XP will go to Herblore. Main reason being, I really don't like 60 or like random Slayer levels, and I think 50 looks clean, but it's like with the 0 at the end, and I don't really like want that for Slayer. I think the double digit 55 would be cool. In high school, before I played tight end, in football, I played offensive guard, and my first number was jersey number was 55, so I think it would be cool to keep it at 55 Slayer. So I think that's what I'll do. But yeah, I don't think there's really any other skills to talk about as far as updates and things lately. there hasn't really been too many updates for skilling, to be honest. Like, they promised a lot in RuneFest for like farming guild and farming update and all that stuff, but I feel like they've really been just focused on raids too, which, I mean, it's good for the community, great, you know, like these are cool things they're coming out with, but they definitely have not been investing into like skilling anywhere near what they're investing into other content like questing, etc. No, wait, what am I doing? I forgot the frickin' bars, dude. I'm an idiot. So happens to be distracted. These doors are so AIDS. But yeah, so pretty sure like another, why am I not able to get it? I clicked it like 3 times. Goodness. I don't have the inventory space, huh? Sure. But yeah, I don't think this like last 90k will get me to 50, which is kind of a bummer. I was kind of hoping it would. But you know, I'll be pretty close to it. Should be able to get 50 and then just start bashing out more thieving. I don't think I want to like keep going back and forth. If I get bored thieving, I'll just come do some smith. But I need to make sure that I always have enough GP for at least 5 smith levels at a time, or else it'll kind of bother me. I'm just basically trying to get my stats clean right now. I'd like to have like 50 rune crafting, so I might just do that passively at ZMI, or just bash it out in like a week, doing Arc Library every night. But yeah, overall I'm pretty excited and motivated right now. I mean, to hit like soon here, you know, 1111 total is pretty exciting. I never thought I'd get this far, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think I'll ever max necessarily, like that would be a long ways away, but I'm just going to keep having fun, and I'm going to continue to consistently progress and upload, and it feels good to have these kind of stats on like a no bank Iron Man skiller. It's been an interesting process, so yeah, just going to continue working it. If you guys have any questions or anything, you can always PM me in game. Right now I have my private off just because I'm making this video, but I've been answering a lot of questions and helping a lot of Ultimate Iron Man out with information that like higher and, you know, more OG Ultimate Iron Man know about. I don't think that the death timer and gravestone thing will affect us too negatively as level 3s, and simply because we don't have looting bags. But I did hear that like you can still get a tier 1 emblem as a level 3 in Bounty Hunter world. It's just really difficult and very low chance. Like you'd have to do like 70 kills or something. But once you have that tier 1, I mean, you know, you can get to tier 10 and get yourself, you know, 33 looting bags, which is obsessive. But I don't think I'll, you know, put in the time to try to get a looting bag until I would be doing Winter Taught It. And even then, I don't really think there's that many items, and having all of the you know room that I have to not have stam pools now, it's like I can't really see how that would be even difficult. But yeah, it kind of sucks for regulars if, you know, regular Ultimate Iron Man mains or combat builds, if that change ruins the mode. I just feel like Jagex does not care about Ultimate Iron Man mode. I don't know, I don't want to say they don't care about it, but you know, why did they allow it in the game if they weren't gonna support it in the community? And of course the community is always gonna make fun of it because it's not as easy, and you know, it's like you're putting yourself intentionally with limitations. But isn't that like what a lot of people like to do? I don't know. I think it's fun to do that. Like, what are peers? Limited accounts to PK. I don't know. Just level 3s don't really get much support, and it's a little depressing sometimes, just because in regular like pre-EOC RuneScape, like they didn't make like a ton of stuff for level 3s or like cater the game around them, but they did make some stuff for them. Oh, what is that? Why is it not letting me put like all of it on there? Huh? Maybe I'm chipping out here and I just purchased too much of the same and should be getting coal. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not paying attention. This whole video is like not the greatest. My apologies. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I just think that like they updated, like they created student creation and all this stuff, and they just made like things for level 3s to do to increase their rates and give them opportunities. Um, you know, I honestly like the update that didn't pass not too long ago for the, you know, negative XP lamps. I really think that it probably would have passed if they had like specified it a little bit more before putting it in the poll, like for a little longer amount of time, made an alternative to get it through skilling, not just like a revs reward. And it should be non-tradable. I really don't think that something like that should be tradable. So I think it could have passed if there was like some slight tweaks on it. I don't know. I just think that there's some things that they could do for level 3s just to make our lives more fun. I don't want to say necessarily a Slayer method, and like student creation obviously had some OP rewards, but and level 3s have really scuffed rates for a lot of skills in comparison to mains anyways, so you know, as long as those rates aren't as high as the regular way to get it, then what's the alternative? And it was kind of depressing to hear Kieran have to say in the Q&A that, you know, the only reason we don't invest in minigames is because it costs too much money to like pay the devs to do it. It's like, when has RS like been just purely about profit? Like they are making plenty of money off of bonds. There's plenty of players, like, I don't know. I mean, in order to get the content that they're releasing out, they have to have a lot of devs, right? Because they're definitely up to, you know, they have a smaller team, but they're putting out like a heavy amount of content. So, I mean, even weekly. But yeah, that was a little bit sad to hear, like, oh, we basically aren't adding cool things to the game that we would like to add just because, you know, the company thinks it's too costly. It's like, I don't know, that to me is a little annoying. You know, maybe it's just because they're putting so much money into mobile that doing like another, you know, costly venture right away is not possible. But when money from mobile comes in, maybe they might. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a little depressing sometimes. Like they could just make some cool stuff for us. As far as a new skill is concerned, I think that the coolest skill and the most likely skill to come in the game would be Artisan. When they pulled Artisan and it failed, the main reason I think it failed was because they had it based on like supplies and things that weren't in game. It was like you had like some kind of RS3 like things to get Artisan up, and I think that's what killed it. Like I don't think the concept of it, like, you know, a skilling Slayer version, was why it failed. I think it was because of how they made the skill. So I think they should take a look at that and, you know, consider the fact that it's probably not, you know, it didn't pass mainly because the skill itself was like a little too out there at the time. But I don't know, I'd like to see them try something like, yeah, pulling it. You know, the community says they're not ready, but if it's Sailing or Artisan, I think they will be. I think Sailing is a little more difficult to do, but there have been some games that have showed like, you know, having your boat and sailing and stuff, and maybe with better graphics, of course, but like smaller versions of it. And it looks like it could be really fun if it like you had your own ship and stuff, but not sure how strong the engine would be for that versus something like Artisan. Yeah, I think Artisan would be the coolest skill in the game, even as a main or whatever. Just an alternative to Slayer for skilling. I mean, that's so cool to me in the first place. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that's on my mind. I know I'm like literally rambling, but yeah, I'm not so, I guess, motivated as of late by the updates that are coming. But I am motivated by how much fun I'm having playing the game. It can be a little demotivating, the fact that I play so little hours in comparison to like everyone I know that's on. But uh, it can be a little frustrating. I'd like to get more content to you guys out sooner, and I know a lot of people would love to see that content. They want to see more content from me, from the channel. But unfortunately, this isn't like my biggest priority in life. So, you know, I'm not going to lose my life just to get some digital levels in a game that I love. That's just never been me. But hopefully I will, I guess, get some content to you guys soon here with vid 3 and see how that feedback goes. I'd like to do some streams at some point on Twitch on my channel. I kind of have not done that for a while. It'd be good to do, like, just for fun. But I don't know. If you guys would want to watch blackjacking or something like what I'm doing right now on stream, interact with me live, that'd be pretty fun. But let me know in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Just hitting 11k dart tips here. That's about 1/3, I think, of what we need for 70 fletching. But getting low on the GP, so probably going to go back to thieving to 80. Then just come back here and just keep doing that, rotating, or just sticking with thieving if I feel like it. But yeah, I think we might get 49, but I don't think we're gonna be able to hit 50. I might do some wheels just to get the 50, so I can focus on thieving for a bit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this long ramble video. Sorry it was scuffed and my brain's not there right now. I'm pretty exhausted. Actually, been doing a lot of work in real life as far as software. We released an application today, so I was up very late last night, and the releases have been the scheduled releases for the future are pretty crazy too. Like, we're just going to be releasing every week updates, and there's basically only me and one other guy doing a lot of the development. They're a senior, so that's cool, but yeah, it's just going to be a little harder to, play as much as I do, but even though that's not much, I'm happy with where I'm getting, and hopefully you guys are too and enjoying the content. So shout out to everybody on my friends list. Boom. Y'all know who you are. Actually, this has grown quite a bit. 63 is pretty hefty there. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I had like 5, but a lot of new level 3 ultimates and stuff. Maybe even some of their failed accounts I need to remove from the list. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys, and have a good day.